This episode is brought to you by Fond Recollections. Cherish the fond memories of your loved ones with their interactive living obituary.
Ever since he came into our lives, he became one of the family. But now he's gone. Time goes by so fast, I wonder if she'll remember him as she grows older without him. Fond Recollections offers us a chance to remember him when he was young and full of life. With Fond Recollections memorial plaques and website, we can upload all our photos and videos of him. Visit fondrecollection.com today and cherish the happy memories of your loved ones.
Chapter 12, Here Comes the Bride. The day of the double wedding had finally arrived, and the two sisters were anxious yet excited. Judy was at the salon getting her hair and makeup done for the big day. She had asked Maria to do her hair and another co-worker to do her makeup. Hannah Lee had promised to do her nails for free as a wedding gift, and Judy was excited. She finally had a dress that she knew was worthy of winning the wedding challenge, and a unique wedding concept that had never been done before in the show. She had a feeling that if Judy could have appeared on the television show, that a win was in the bag. Her wedding was just 6 hours away, so everybody was in a rush to get ready. All of her friends were getting ready too. They had purchased brand new bridesmaids dresses for the wedding. They were a beautiful coral pink color that suited all their complexions, but Judy had given them the freedom to choose the style and fit. Maria had styled Judy's hair like Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. First, she added long extensions to give her hair volume. Then she took a curling iron to make soft waves in her hair, braiding it from the top along the crown of her head. Lastly, she then clipped her veil along the side of her braid. Instead of wearing the tiara, Judy had decided to add small silver flowers dusted with glitter to her braids. She looked like a fairy princess from another realm. Her eye makeup was flawless, with silver and white eyeshadow blended to perfection. Her wing eyeliner was on point, and she was wearing a beautiful set of false eyelashes. She had completed the look with some natural rosy blush and highlighter. With baby pink glossy lipstick, her makeup was also done to perfection. Her nails matched her dress as well. Hannah Lee had given her stiletto acrylics painted white with silvery threads of glitter. Judy was so happy. She never thought she could look so good. Her dream dress, which had just arrived the day before after the final alterations, looked like it was designed for Judy alone, and she looked amazing in it. Teresa, on the other hand, was getting ready at home. Judy had offered her to come down to the salon as well, but Teresa had declined. She loved Judy and her friends, but they could be a ruckus bunch, and Teresa wanted peace and serenity when she got ready. Plus, she was sharing her wedding with her sister. She wanted to have this experience on her own. She had called over the same makeup artist who had done her previous look. Having been very satisfied with his work, she was convinced he would do her justice. He walked into her apartment as flamboyant as ever.
Girl, you are so lucky.
He screeched.
Who gets to have 2 weddings in the span of a few months?
Teresa laughed.
I don't know if getting rained on is considered unlucky, but I am glad to get the chance to do it over again.
So let's see this fab new dress. What color is it now? Oh, is it red? Black? Are you going all goth chic?
He chattered excitedly.
No.
Teresa rolled her eyes.
Wait, let me show you.
She went inside to her bedroom and changed into her dress.
Holy mother of Beyonce.
The makeup artist exclaimed.
Yes, girl, you're slaying. Get that golden fantasy, mama.
He snapped his fingers.
Thank you, thank you.
Teresa bowed.
Now please make me look fabulous.
2 hours later, Teresa was amazed yet again. He had given her a divine golden look, even making her skin look glimmering gold. He had done her eyes up with golden and copper glitter, adding top and bottom false lashes to complete the look. He had bronzed her skin all over, making her look sun-kissed and glowing. He finished the makeover with matte, deep red lipstick, which looked beautiful with her gold eye makeup.
My work here is done.
he said with a flourish.
Enjoy your double wedding, boo.
He kissed her on the cheek and left. Teresa's hairstylist, Sam, dropped by soon after. Examining her Greek-inspired hair comb, she styled her hair into a beautiful updo, with a low bun and braids on the side. She fitted the comb to the side of her head.
Wow, you look like a Greek goddess.
Sam exclaimed.
Thanks, girl. That's the look I was going for.
Teresa grinned. After thanking her and paid her for her work, Sam left. It was almost time. There was just an hour left to her wedding, and her guests would be arriving at the mansion shortly. Judy was supposed to pick her up in a limo the girls rented together to get to the venue, and she would be there any minute. As if on cue, her phone rang.
Girl, we're here.
Judy's voice rang out.
Let's get this party started.
Teresa laughed and headed downstairs. Judy and her bridesmaids were waiting for her in the limo, armed with a bottle of champagne.
Don't spill that on my dress, ladies. We are not making it rain here inside this limo,
Teresa warned them. The girls were high in spirits as they reached the venue. They entered through the back gate so that their guests wouldn't spot them in their wedding dresses before they reached the aisle. Once in the dressing room, the girls all grouped around the mirror, adding finishing touches to their looks. Judy and Teresa stood side by side, staring at their reflections in the mirror.
Oh, sis, can you believe it?
Judy whispered, eyes shining.
We always dreamed about this day when we were little, and now it's finally here. The final chapter of our wedding scrapbook.
Teresa nodded, pulling her sister into her embrace.
Just look at my beautiful girls.
The girls heard their father say. They turned around to see Robin beaming at them.
Are you beautiful ladies ready to get married?
He asked excitedly.
Let's show these motherfuckers how to do it.
His tone then changed, and he said softly,
I wish your mother was here to see you girls looking so beautiful. My little princesses are about to become queens.
The girls had lost their mother a few years earlier to cancer. They loved her dearly and wished she could be with them on their big day.
She's always here with us, Dad.
Judy said, smiling. Robin nodded, and so did Teresa.
Trust me, girls. Both young men are so lucky to have such beautiful, smart, fashionable, strong, and lovely women in their lives.
He grinned.
Now, who's ready to get married?
The girls linked their arms with their dad and made their way towards the exit. Judy's bridesmaids began entering on the arms of the groomsmen. As the maid of honor, Holly went first. She looked striking in her form-fitted, clingy coral pink bridesmaid's dress with a halter neck. Her dress had a daring slit on one side, revealing a long, toned leg. She was walking with Robert, Lucas's best man. The two had hit it off at the last wedding, and Judy was sure that after tonight, they would end up dating. Maria followed them, but this time she was paired with Larry. Maria was wearing a wispy, floaty coral pink dress with a floral headband in her hair. She looked like an ethereal wood nymph. Larry looked very handsome in his suit as well. He had cut his blonde hair and styled it nicely, and the two looked adorable walking down the aisle together. Hannalee followed them. With the last of Lucas's groomsmen, Hannalee was wearing a simple, strappy sheath dress made out of coral pink satin. She wore a matching coral pink ribbon around her hair, which fell straight and shiny down to her waist. The groomsman Connor had slicked back his long, dark hair. The two walked arm in arm down the aisle, taking their places at the end of the lineup. Finally, the music changed. DJ Joe Crazy cued Endless Love by Lionel Richie, and Judy and Teresa walked out with their father between them. He walked them to the end of the aisle and given them away with a hug. Lucas looked like he had just won the lottery when he set eyes on Judy. He couldn't believe he got to marry this beautiful woman. She looked like a fairy tale princess in her wedding dress, just the way she had always dreamed of looking. Victor was dumbfounded when he looked at Teresa, glimmering like a golden goddess on his arm. How did he ever convince this amazingly gorgeous woman to marry him? He was so happy. He felt like his heart was going to jump out of his chest. A bead of sweat hugged his forehead. Both brides and grooms turned to face the minister.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join these men and these women in holy matrimony.
Teresa and Julie smiled at their soon-to-be husbands. Teresa had lost track of what the minister was saying. She was lost in Victor's eyes.
It is now time for you to share your wedding vows.
The minister told them.
Teresa and Victor, you can go first.
Teresa gulped, feeling oddly nervous, as highlighted by her hands were shaking. She looked up at Victor and seemed to get a boost of confidence.
Victor,
She said, voice shaking.
before I met you, I was a little rough around the edges, working long hours and living a life that didn't really have value. Yes, I was happy with myself, but I always felt like there was something missing.
She held his hands.
But the moment we met, I felt like I had found the missing part of me that I didn't know I had been missing. You completed me. I searched no more. You supplied joy to my heart in ways that I never could have imagined. My stress and anxiety of the unknown future are no longer existed. From the day I knew that we could always laugh together and that you loved me no matter what. It was in your eyes, the way you looked at me. I could never even think about being with anyone else. It's just you and me. I vow that it will always be true to you because you are a real man. You are my man, and I am forever your woman.
Teresa finished breathlessly. Victor looked at her intently.
The moment I laid eyes on you, I told myself I wouldn't rest until you would be my woman. Never have I met someone so determined, so resilient, so strong-willed, and yes, stubborn. But that's what I love about you. You never compromise on your values, and you're fearless. You're never afraid of being yourself, and you always go after what you want. I wish I could be half as strong as you, Teresa. In you, I have found not only a wife, but a partner, my infinite friend, a true equal that challenges me and excites me. I know that I will never be bored with you in my life. I vow to always keep you happy, smiling, and laughing. Because when you laugh, my soul is at peace.
Teresa looked at him tearfully, unable to believe this man was all hers. The minister then turned to Judy and Lucas.
Judy, Lucas, it's now your turn.
Judy turned to Lucas. She was nervous, but she knew she had to speak from her heart.
Lucas, ever since I was a little girl, I had always dreamed of the prince that would come and rescue me, take me away from the troubles in my life, and shower me with love. As I grew up, I started to think this would never happen. The princes only existed in fairy tales and not in real life.
She looked at him with big, adoring eyes.
But then I met you. You reminded me that there was still magic in this world. Rainbows and unicorns in the sky. You rescued me from my shyness and made me feel safe to love. It made me feel loved. You gave me hope that my dream of having my own loving family was possible.
Judy felt quite overwhelmed, but she had never been happier in her life.
You often tell me that I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. I promise I will always cherish you and treasure you till the end of time. I'll do my best to make you happy even when times are hard. I'll do my best to make you smile. I'll be your peace because that is what you give to me.
Judy squeezed Lucas's hands lovingly. Lucas looked at her and cleared his throat.
Judy, I'm not a very expressive man, but I'm going to speak from the heart. You're the highlight of my life. I love everything about you. The way your eyes shine when you have a new idea. The way you wiggle when you walk. How you made me watch hours of reality TV and I didn't even mind because I was so happy to be there with you. You've shown me how to be okay with just being me.
He smiled at her.
I know you're not perfect and neither am I. But we're perfect for each other and I promise that no matter what happens, that will never change. My love for you goes far beyond the shooting stars that encompass the moon. I'm proud to become your prince that brings your childhood fairy tale to life.
The minister passed the wedding bands after the vows were exchanged.
Lucas, do you take Judy to be your lawfully wedded wife, in sickness and in health, for richer or for poor, till death do you part? I do.
Lucas replied.
Judy, do you take Lucas to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Judy said softly. The minister turned to Victor and Teresa.
Victor, do you take Teresa?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Victor interrupted and everybody started to laugh.
Teresa, do you?
Hell yes, I do.
Teresa blurted out. The minister laughed.
Well, in that case, by the power vested in me, I now pronounce you married. You may kiss your brides.
The guests whooped and cheered as the brides and grooms shared their first kiss as married couples. In that moment, everything seemed perfect.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you had fun or picked up anything from this episode, please assist by hitting the like, subscribe, and notification buttons. You can also comment and share our content. These small things really help our channel and means a lot to us. Also, special thanks to our Patreon supporters. You guys are the heartbeat of this channel, and we can't thank you enough for being so generous. If you would like to join our Patreon community, please click on the link below. You can contribute as little as $5 per month. You can get all kinds of perks. You can even buy merchandise of your favorite characters at our shop store. Click on the link provided below. That's going to do it for now. Until next time, remember you are cherished by us, so be kind and know that we consider you as family.